get ordered. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. And I would like to see if I can get a motion to add. I don't really want to present it, but I definitely want to leave a vacation guide for all of y'all to look over in case you're interested. She did bring them by to me and asked that I present it, but there's a lot of material, so I'm going to pass them out to all of y'all, and you can look over it because there's a lot of material.
Who is that?
It's with the vacation guide. It's a free app. So I'm just going to leave that, and if we can add, or get a motion to add for the next meeting, or can we just...
I'll make a motion to add this to today's agenda for review, with the intent that we will take it under discussion and vote on it at our September meeting.
And if we can move on to the approval of the July 15th meeting. Minutes. Second?
Second.
All in favor? Okay. And I'm just going to move on to the new business and then I'll finish the rest. And we'll go to the new business, the funding request for Parker Meadows coupon book. Tammy Whitaker?
Yes. This is an example of our coupon book. We have developed a coupon book for the Parker Meadows complex, and we have all of the advertising sold out in it, and we are asking for funds to offset the printing costs. It's $2,000 a quarter for 10,000 full color copies of the 24-page booklet.
And where would these be dispersed?
These will be given to each tournament member. So each team that comes in, each member of the team will get a welcome packet, and this will be in their packet. And then we're also installing 2 maps at the Meadows Complex at our own cost.
So is this just advertisement for Parker Meadows?
It's for area businesses.
Okay.
So the booklet that I passed out, it's not complete in its entirety, but it's got some of the businesses that have already signed up to advertise.
So the request is to offset printing costs?
Correct.
So if we sponsor the printing costs, you guys still make $14,000.
Correct.
Okay.
So are you selling the ads?
Yes. We sold the ads. All of the advertising spaces are sold out.
And what did they run? Maybe in the budget.
I'll have to check with Tammy. She did the budget for the book.
And I believe they were going to be some hotels too.
Yes.
And how many teams do you when is it open officially?
The August 25th is the grand opening.
And they already have teams?
They do. They have, I think how many tournaments they have, but they're booked throughout every weekend. And there should be about 20 to 60 teams, I think, per weekend. And so it's expected to have like 1,500 families come in for each tournament.
And these are out of town?
Oh, yeah, they're all
scheduled.
set for Parks and Rec, so they're coming from Georgia and Tennessee primarily. So we'll have a lot of out-of-town people who are not familiar with what businesses are around.
Is it really a coupon book or more just an advertisement book? I just saw maybe 2, or actually just one that shows a coupon.
It'll be both. When it's totally complete, it'll have coupons for area businesses. So say, Dairy Queen wants to offer a free ice cream. It'll be something along those lines.
Any other questions? to put in request for the naturalist event, Courtney and Rob.
I'm Corey and Rob.
Courtney and Rob, sorry. Rob.
Corey's so that's on the corner right now. So this is, I'll just be completely candid with you guys on this. Friday afternoon, what time do we meet, Summer? 3:30. Friday afternoon at 3:29, it didn't even occur to me to be here. So this is a last minute thing. So I don't want to imply that I'm underprepared, but I'm not as prepared as I would like to be, and as we normally are with other things. I think when we came to you guys a few years ago with the outdoor outlaw, we had like a book. Anyway, it's been a while since we've done anything like community-minded events, and it's been driving us nuts. And last year we got this itch to do a trail race, and we wanted it to be something fun, crazy, unique, niche-y, but put Franklin on the map. Help put Franklin on the map from an outdoor perspective, especially considering that's our brand now, the town's brand. The Bartram Trail is a huge resource for our community. Not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people know that we actually have a club, North Carolina Bartram Trail Society. So I don't really want to call it a club, that exists just for the betterment of this trail, its maintenance, its promotion, things like that. Folks come here from Florida all the time, and they have one day to go hike. It's usually on the AT or going hitting something standing in this trail. It's the closest to town. It starts 3.5 miles from where you guys are sitting right now. And we thought, hey, let's do something to promote this trail. And what we came up with is a trail run. We're offering a 25K and a 50K. Nobody has ever done anything in Franklin like this, not even remotely close. You guys know there's 5Ks all the time. They're a dime a dozen. This was done really to kind of help target elite athletes. If you guys may or may not know, Asheville was just selected as the top. It's either number 1 or number 3. I should know that in the country for trail running. Boulder, Colorado was number 2, or I think it was number 1. And Phoenix was number 3. Phoenix, Asheville, and Boulder, Colorado. Anyway, it's a big thing. It's blowing up. These runners go all over the place, all over the region, the country. Denise Davis, I don't know if you guys know locally, she's a sponsored athlete. She just got done from one of these races in Wyoming. People that are doing this stuff come from all over the country. We already have 2 nationally ranked runners signed up for the event. Just some cool, unique little facts about it. It'll be starting in town, at Town Square, right in the middle of the traffic light. And runners are going to go from town, 3 miles out of town on Service Street, pick up at Wallace Branch, and run the Bartram Trail all the way to Wyaball. Touch Wyaball, turn around and come back and finish on Main Street in downtown. That's the 50K route. 25K route is going to end at Wyatt. There is a lot of, still to this point, there's a lot of little tiny gray area things that we've got to get worked out logistics-wise. Everything is already rolling. We've got coordination with Warren Cade, Fire Rescue, U.S. Forest Service, Nantahala Hiking Club. The local amateur radio group is pairing up with us to handle communications for the whole thing. This is a really, really heavily involved logistics event. And all that stuff is in the works. So far, I want to say we're right around 35 registrants. We have a cap, Forest Services capped us at 100. We have just opened, last week we just opened up opportunities for relay teams to take part. That'll never be more than 100 runners on the trail. And we want this to be more than just a race. The reason I'm here primarily is we want this to be a community event. Because the race starts in the morning in downtown, and it's going to be going on all day. We wanted there to be something offered in town all day. We've got 3 breweries coming that are going to be doing tastings. That'll be there for the majority of the day. We've got 3 bands booked. that'll be playing. We've got like bluegrass, like some singer-songwriter. I think we've got kind of like a bluegrass rock band booked. We have, we're going to be doing food. The food is primarily there. We had set up for runners, but then we think, okay, this turns into a big thing. Probably also offer food sales. People want to come and buy food. I don't want to take anything away from local restaurants. I don't think it's going to account for a whole lot, but we're going to have catering regardless for the participants. And then we're going to have, there'll be booths set up. We've got partnerships from Solomon. We're working with North Face also, thinking they're going to have a tent out. Nancy Hiking Club, North Carolina Barking Trail Society, Forest Service, possibly Wild South. They're all going to come and set up booths in Town Square for the day, just kind of promoting our outdoor resources. And we wanted to just be a community thing. People come down. We could have finishers come in as early. We're thinking that the winter will be in. Race starts at 8 in the morning. We're thinking the winter will probably come in somewhere around the 5-hour mark, so maybe 1, 2 o'clock. The first people will be coming in, and then cut off at 8 o'clock at night.
I'd be getting your butts.
Well, we'll be monitoring. We'll be monitoring timing at the different stations. Basically, primarily Harrison Gap and Waya are going to be two of the big time checkpoints where runners haven't gotten to those certain points by certain times. They're off the trip. And then the last one will be at Wallace Branch for runners coming off. Anybody who doesn't make like the twilight cutoff comes off the Wallace Branch right before they come back on the surface streets to finish. It would suck to do 45 and a 50K and someone tell you that you haven't made it, but just for the safety reasons, we're cutting it off.
I would not want to be that person.
I think 7.
You're going to come and get me.
So one of the things, just again, going back to just being honest with you guys and how this all worked out. We got a little wrench thrown at us this afternoon. Our original thoughts were, what prompted this was on the community calendar for the town. There was nothing booked for Picking on the Square. Picking on the Square runs through, is it the 17th or?
The weekend before. Okay, 17th.
Yeah, 17th. So the last 3 dates, the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th, had not been booked. And we're thinking, okay, this is awesome. We've already got 3 bands booked that we've committed to pay for. How great would it be if we contacted Donnie, who's organizing Pickin', and said, hey, listen, you don't have to come up with anything. We already got it covered. Just pencil these guys in the slot. And we had mentioned in summer, like, if the town could help use the budget that would normally pay for the band, play Pickin' on the Square that night, just help pay for, that band and maybe whatever music we had for that day, just to help cover the cost of that if we're using that set. Well, Donnie got back to us about 2:30 this afternoon and said, hey, I'm so sorry, but got somebody booked. I just haven't had time to put it on the calendar yet.
Yeah, so I was worried.
So Pickin' is already booked that night. So and that's what we approached Josh today to see if they had a stage. The little factory stage is set up behind our shop. And that's not available. They sold that. So the first 2 bands, we definitely, I'm assuming we've got, I didn't know that. Well, there we go. That may be the same stage that we use for Outdoor Afternoon. The stage that we built.
The last time we used it was the St. Patty's Day celebration throughout Nebraska. They had that big one.
Just set up on a trailer. I'm pretty sure that's the stage we built. Yeah, and Bonnie helped us with
That's
that.
about right.
Okay.
That's about right.
So right now we tentatively have a band scheduled for 1, 4, and 7. The 1 o'clock band could definitely play on the gazebo. The 4 o'clock band now and the 7 o'clock band we have to find a home for. Worst case scenario, they can play inside of our shop. We have, you guys know, we have the stage in the tap room in the back of the shop. That's what that's there for. What's up?
Oh, well, we're not the stage.
What's that?
The stage down here.
Oh.
What about the lazy hydrant? They've got that stage.
That's a possibility. That's something we would be interested in looking at. But so that's what really prompted this whole thing. We thought, it was kind of a mutual agreement. Hey, this may be a good idea just to approach you guys. This is something that this is definitely, you guys. This ain't a moneymaker for us. This is purely 100% a stewardship thing for us, which is it's us doing our part to help put Franklin on the map. Just have a little something going on that weekend, kick off fall, It'll be a good opportunity to advertise to people. We do print-offs, handouts for Pumpkin Fest. We're guessing that a good chunk of the runners are going to be coming are going to be from out of town. It's a first-year event, so I mean, unfortunately, I got to be honest, there's quite a lot of questions I won't be able to answer for you. Are we going to book out? I have no idea. I think best case scenario, if we sold every single slot, every single registration slot, we would come up with $7,500 in revenue, roughly, and that's our only revenue source is registrations. We have no other revenue source, unless somebody wants to buy an extra T-shirt or something. Personally, one of the things with races like this, a lot of people sign up in the last 2 weeks. Hey, this is what I do. I'm a long distance runner, and I see my calendar's open on the 10th. Heck, let's go to Franklin and sign up. But anyway, we're committing a lot to this. I mean, we have, I'll go down some of these items with you guys and go over them. Contracted services, the big ones are music and timing services for the race. Cost of merchandise, that's primarily going to be race tees. We've got a lot of it, like really, really cool swag bags that we give to every single runner. That we've got stuff from Solomon and North Face. Prizes for winners, all that stuff. So there's not going to be $1,000 for cost of merchandise. Is actually really not a lot. Rental of facilities, we're going to have tents, porta potties, and I connected that with the rental of equipment together. And I guess those kind of go together. We have to have a finish line set up at Waya. A big part of the day, because of especially runners finishing in the 25K at Waya, shuttling, we've got a handful of options that we're going to try to exhaust. We're going to have fuel expenses, driving people to and from Waya Ball back into town. Print media, we committed to an $1,800 ad in Blue Ridge Outdoor Magazine, running up. I will tell you guys, it is not a race-specific ad. It's an Outdoor 76 ad with focus on the race. We also use the town logo at least twice in the ad. So we put the town of Franklin logo in our ad. It's a really cool ad. It's a Monopoly board, and instead of all the places and streets, it's like fun things to do outside, and it's a pretty cool ad. It's one of the best ones we've ever come up with, I think. But we committed to that, and we're also we're doing a package with Smoky Mountain News. We'll probably run 3 ads over the course of the last 90 days here before the race, and that's already committed to. And then the insurance policy for the event. Those are the big notable things that are going to be the big eaters on this budget. Not to say that there's other things that may change slightly or sneak up on us. And back at the top, entry and other fees. That's like I said, that's to be determined. We don't know what we're going to fill up. We're asking you guys for $2,500. Whether that's to help promote the race, just however you guys would allocate that. And I'm guessing that at least $3,000 is going to come out of our pocket. I will tell you guys too that we have committed to the North Carolina Marching Trail Society that they will be beneficiaries of anything that comes out of this event. If we ever were to make money, they're the ones that we want to promote. This is for them. We don't want to make anything on this. Our shop's going to get exposure, so we can't complain about that. Best case scenario, we get $7,000 in registration fees. You guys have given us $2,500 to help promote the event or help cover things, and then we cut a check back to North Carolina Marching Trail Society on behalf of the town of Franklin and Outdoor 76 or whatever. So
And
I don't look
you
at it
already
as...
had 35 committed?
What's that?
35 people committed?
We already have it, somewhere right around 35. For what it is, yeah.
That's more than some races.
What's that?
That's more than some races.
And that's, yeah, you're absolutely right. There's really not a whole... What prompted this whole thing, there's a really big race that's been going on for about 25 years now in Asheville. It's called a shut-in run. It's from the Arboretum in Asheville to Mount Pisgah. and it's on a lottery now. They're permitted for 200 runners, and there are runners that beg. It's filled. It's sold out every year. It's the last weekend in October. And our idea was we wanted to do this and kind of position this race to be the training or the warm-up run, which in all actuality, this race will be harder than shut-in by far.
Yeah, for the 50K, the finish line's going to be
In town. Yeah.
Good. So start and finish for 50K. So
Yeah.
good.
And we've already we've asked Summer, we've asked for Iowa Street to be shut down all day. So like the area that's shut down for picking, it'll be that way all day long. We don't know how well it'll be used, but people driving by will be going, oh, yeah, there's something going on here.
As long as the board gets it.
As long as, right, that's our intention. That's what we've asked for. That's our intention.
Be clear about it.
Now, these are run, walk, or just run?
Even the fast ones at some point.
No, that'd be cut off halfway.
So your total sources of cash, you're kind of, you already have $3,000, or?
We're guessing that's going to come from us.
Okay.
At least that. If nobody else signs up from this point forward, we're still going to have a chunk of change that this event's going to cost us.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying, but you're,
Well, so
got
let me,
$9,500, I was just wondering.
no, well, and based on what you said, correct me if I'm wrong. So if we give them $2,500 and they book up with $7,500, they're gonna have $10,000, and the total uses of the cash are $9,400. So at most, you would give $600 to Washington Trust Society.
Correct.
So anything over, if they only get $6,900, then they're going to break even. Anything less than, so that's what, 85 people, approximately.
Yeah, it's
If you
gonna,
have- if you have less than,
what's going to ultimately what it's going to come down to is how many, because registration fees for the 50K, the 25K, and the relay all have different registration costs. It's like 60 for the 25K and 85 for the relay, and for the 50K, and the relay is like 160, 180. Yeah, it's going to ultimately come down to just, we'll know at the end. So,
Because like you said, everybody's lost.
yeah.
Cool idea.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions, guys?
You signed up?
yeah, probably get cut before we get to the I get that shot.
That's me. I'm going, thank God I'm the organizer here. So everybody's asking me, are you doing it? No, too bad. I got to organize it.
Yeah, too bad.
If I wasn't organizing, I would not be doing it.
But like you said, people are looking for this.
I'm telling you, this is a masochistic group.
There was a triathlon this past
There you go.
weekend in Waynesville.
Yes. Yeah.
And more and more people here locally have been to races all
And
over.
I got to tell you guys, I don't know if you all noticed, I saw a lot of cars parked all over town this weekend with tri-bikes strapped to their car.
I noticed that, yeah.
So that should tell you all something, that even an event in Waynesville, plugging a couple bucks in there into our community. So,
Thank you.
anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Is this your copy? Okay, all right. Thanks to you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Because we don't have any more, right? Moving back up to the financial report. Summer?
Okay. Well, we have part of one, and I will tell you why, as we know that we're on a new fiscal year. So you won't be getting the July revenue to October. Good grief, you'll be getting the July revenue will not show until August the 15th. So basically, when we come back in September, you will see July's. So that's why you don't have a financial report. But I went ahead and I did the TDA budget based on what Premier had presented, and I kind of broke it down to once based on their package, just so we can start having that. And as you can see so far, now that'll change because Candy did sign a couple of bills that just came in, but so far that's what we've got to work with this year. That's it. That's all I've got.
There's nothing to approve.
There you go.
Subcommittee reports, finance and budget. And Connie's not here. Policy and rules procedure, we didn't have anything. Application review, summer, we didn't have any.
That's what we have.
Okay, moving on to old business. funding request for the Riverfest for $1,500. Any questions or discussion on the topic before that?
I thought this event seems like it did very well last year, and something different to utilize the natural access point that comes into the town. I'm willing to make a request to fund $1,500 for the second annual Riverfest.
Do we have that?
It's
It was
the
not
day,
last.
Rotary Club, okay, the day there.
Thanks, I passed it.
Do I have a second? Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, move on to the funding request for the Smoky Mountain Performing Arts for the $15,000.
Add that.
And then we're on steps to marking. Any discussion? And that's for $15,000 again for advertising for it. Make a motion. Okay. Second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. On to new business.
Good
Mark, you
news.
want to go to the budget with me?
Good news. We presented to the town board at their last week, at their monthly meeting. They have went ahead and had presented the request, and instead of the TDA budget being $100,000, to go ahead and bump it up to $113,400 based on what Premier presented. So we're good there. They accepted that proposal. So.
What is that current reserve?
We've been in a transition of a new finance officer, and I've asked her to look at that because we've been consolidating some accounts. So I'm hoping that next month with the new occupancy tax reports, I can actually start bringing to you guys a printout of what that reserve by itself looks like. Because we need to separate it. That was our big thing when she came on, was to actually separate it out. It's part of the TDA, but kind of let it stand alone so we can have a good gauge of what we
So
have.
we know how much.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're good there. That's awesome. Okay, and just on the vacation guide, there is a lot of information. So if you want to look at it, if you're interested in advertising, it's just something that she asked if I would present to the board. So she fixed everyone a packet. It's something I would just look over.
What is this for?
It's a vacation guide for just in the mountains. I guess they do them all over. I think
Selling-
she put different examples.
They're basically selling advertising. They want.
Yes, but these are free to customers just to pick up.
Right.
And this is what they mail out.
Who is this? I think I know who this is. Is it,
They do it in North Georgia here. Kathleen
Yes.
Painter.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And it's including Hazel, Warren, Brasstown,
Right.
Andrews County, Marble, Williamsville, Franklin, and surrounding areas. They disperse these everywhere. And now we've got them in the hotel, but just if you're interested, it's something to look at just for advertising if you want to do something like that. No, you may not. So I just wanted,
I know she's been going.
told her
for
I would
advertising. She's trying to.
give it to y'all to look at, and if you want to, next month I can put it on the agenda. What's the purpose of putting it on the agenda though? So you can vote on whether you want to advertise or keep it on.
Oh, okay.
Just advertising. For the town. Okay, is there any items from the board?
I have one. No, it's not bad. Also, at the town board meeting last week, they voted to approve Miss Vicki Springer for a 2-year appointment. And here's the balloons drop. And also Miss Connie Gruberman for a 3-year appointment. So that's my thing.
For announcements, the next regular scheduled meeting is September 14th, 5:30, same place. And so you can have a motion. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Taylor did say, did she?
Tammy Whitaker.
It wasn't Tammy, but she said Tammy wasn't here.
Taylor is her first name.
I thought she introduced herself as Tammy because
It was
she said she
supposed to
wasn't Tammy.
Yeah.